How is the fear of the Lord the beginning of wisdom? That the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. Fear in this context is not the kind of fear that makes us run away from God. Believers are not to be scared of God. We have no reason to be scared of Him. We have His promise in Romans 8:38-39 that nothing can separate us from His love. We have His promise in Hebrews 13:5 that He will never leave us nor forsake us. A biblical fear of God for a believer includes understanding how much God hates sins and fearing His judgment for sin, even in the life of a believer. The fear of God is respecting Him, believing in Him, submitting to His discipline, and worshiping Him in awe. Too many of us want to tempt God into a non-threatening nobody. We fight so hard to reframe the Lord as a God who only makes us feel comfortable, who exists only to bless us and to give us whatsoever we want. By so doing, we have no fear in Him the way He is supposed to be feared. That is why for us to fall into sin is so easy, and most of the time willingly, because we do not fear the Lord as He ought to be feared. The fear of the Lord begins when we see Him in His majesty and power. When we were children, we did a lot of careless things, a lot of childish things, and our parents and guidance will discipline us. The punishment or the discipline was usually painful, and our fear of discipline from our parents or guardians no doubt prevented some evil actions from our part. So, though we feared our parents or guardians, it wasn't that kind of fear that we were scared of them. It was that kind of fear that came with respect, not to do the things that will offend them, for them to discipline us. It was a kind of fear that took note of what they like and they don't like, and that fear guided us to be able to do the things we knew will please them and avoid the things that came with discipline or punishment. And because of that, we were wise not to do that which made them to discipline us. The same should be true in our relationship with God. We should fear His discipline and therefore seek to live a life that will please Him. We should take note of the things that offend Him in order to avoid them. In that way, we will be wise. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom indeed.
Join us in spreading the life-changing power of the gospel. If you're in need of prayer, a listening ear, or a Bible study companion, we've got you covered. Check the numbers on your screen. Thank you for tuning in today. Stay connected with us for more faith-filled content, and don't forget to hit subscribe so you never miss an episode of Go and Multiply. See you next time. Keep shining for Christ.